It's the return of Robbie Winters for Dundee United after missing a couple of matches as the Tannadice team bid for their first league win of the season. Tommy McLean hopes he can recapture the explosive form he showed last season. Dave Bowman is suspended and the Scandinavian contingent is now up to 5, with Swedes Magnus Skoldmark and Goran Markland joining Pettersson, Zetterlund and Olofsson. And back after injury is player coach and captain Maurice Malpass. Even at 35, the former Scotland defender is one of the most accomplished players in the Scottish game. David Hanna used to play alongside Malpass here at Tannadice. Tommy Burns signed him for Celtic, and he's filled a number of positions in Wim Jansen's team. Hanna's recall to the starting lineup is the one change from the Celtic team which beat Aberdeen last Saturday. He takes the place of injured Frenchman Stefan Mai, with Tom Boyd switching to left back. So still no place for Scotland wing-back Tosh McKinlay. Still out, and he'll miss Liverpool on Tuesday, as well is Reggie Blinker. But Andy Tom is fit enough to again deputise for the Dutchman. The referee for Dundee United Celtic is Sandy Roy. Celtic kick off. They've won their last 6 domestic matches. And of course there was the small matter of a 2-2 draw at Celtic Park against Liverpool in the UEFA Cup. And some thoughts already will be drifting towards that big fixture, but this one equally important. Robbie Winters trying to hold the ball up. Infield to Zetterlund. First touch there for Markland, but Vikhorst was in the way. It's Markland again. That's a good through ball aimed for Olofsson, but he was offside. The two Swedes linking. That was the first sighting for many of Markland. Olofsson maybe marginally offside. It's Vikhorst with Larsson cutting in. Still Morten Vikhorst, took a deflection too. Slight worry there for Dijkstra as the ball was struck. In fact, it's a goal kick given. But it was a long surging run this by Vikhorst, and the shot's going over the top. Zetterlund, nice pass for Perry. And Lars Zetterlund again. First time ball this time. Alan Stubbs underneath it. Larsson allows it to bounce. Dispossessed by a fellow Swede, Zetterlund. Now a Norwegian, Erik Pettersson. Simon Donnelly commits the foul. He just wasn't quite close enough to make the tackle. 5 tangerine shirts inside the penalty area. Olofsson and Zetterlund and Ray McKinnon stand over the ball. There's McKinnon, that's for Presley. Alan Stubbs read it well, but the threat's clear there from Presley at the far post. A training ground move that. Nicely flighted ball from McKinnon. Cleared by Reaper. In from Zetterlund. Perry does well. Here's Kjell Olofsson. Not the ball that United were looking for in the middle. Now Perry again. That's a nice head flick from Winters. Skoldmark pulls it back nicely. Ray McKinnon, well charged down by Alan Stubbs and away from Burley. United applying the early pressure. The ball stolen away from Pettersson by Donnelly. And a good pass too for McNamara. Burley, Larsson, Vikhorst all in the middle. There's Craig Burley, tries the chip. Intelligent effort by Craig Burley. But it needs to be a finely judged chip to beat the massive figure of Siv Dijkstra. Stephen Presley missed that. Maurice Malpass looking for Dijkstra to come off his line. Dijkstra dispossessed by Donnelly. And in the end, Donnelly barged into the Dutch goalkeeper who gets the free kick, and he'll feel a touch fortunate because he made a serious error of judgment at the edge of the area. Simon Donnelly is so sharp, of course, and he sensed that there was indecision. But in the end, free kick given away. Wim Jansen not looking too impressed with the decision. Well won, Erik Pettersson, and gets it back too from Olofsson. Good ball for Perry. Momentarily lost control, and David Hanna won the ball back for Celtic. Ray McKinnon's taken a knock around the ankle and requiring some treatment, and then a fair bit of pain by the looks of it as well. Here's how McKinnon was injured. Oh, and he twisted on his ankle as he came down, and that looked painful. And a sad sight for Ray McKinnon. He looks as if he suffered serious ankle damage there. Craig Easton, the teenager, on in his place. Nice turn that by Henrik Larsson away from Erik Pettersson. Simon Donnelly. But the momentum has gone out of the Celtic attack, and now United on the counter with Zetterlund. Easton wants it. Here's Skoldmark. Olofsson and Markland through the middle. Now Robbie Winters. Gets the header from Olofsson away from Reaper. Back in from Zetterlund. Another good header clear by the Danish defender, Reaper. Was well knocked down by Donnelly for Burley. A good ball for Andy Tom. Tom against Skoldmark. A nicely driven ball into the area. Well met though by Stephen Presley. Good defending that, because it was a dangerous cross played in by Andy Tom. He's got the pace to take himself away from a defender, and he really whips in these crosses. Andy Tom's corner, but nobody there for Celtic, and easily held by Dijkstra. But that's casual play by Olofsson, given away to McNamara. Now Stubbs with Andy Tom available again. This time not the cross that was wanted, and Mark Perry lets it run. Disappointment that time for Andy Tom. Plenty to aim at in the area. First time from McNamara. Henrik Larsson chasing. Stephen Presley underneath it, and Simon Donnelly will score. Celtic have the lead. 28 minutes gone. Mix up in the United defence, and Simon Donnelly is never slow to take advantage. It's his 8th goal of the season. He's had a quiet game so far, but there always looked to be a doubt in United's minds about how to deal with this. Henrik Larsson got a touch to it, and Donnelly put the ball in the net. Henrik Larsson not giving that up. He got above Stephen Presley, and Dijkstra caught in no man's land. Craig Burley. Nice ball through for Henrik Larsson. Touches it off to Simon Donnelly. Well saved Dijkstra. And off the line from Maurice Malpass. It was Jackie McNamara's shot. Dundee United somehow survive, as Celtic there seemed certain to make it too. Craig Burley's pass it was, which sparked all that trouble for the United defence. Simon Donnelly's shot well blocked there by Dijkstra, and good defending again by Malpass. In from Andy Tom. Away from Easton, but now back with the German again. Good looking cross. Vikhorst couldn't get there. Simon Donnelly might. It came off Presley. Another Celtic corner. The Donnelly shot charged down. First time in from Andy Tom. Vikhorst causing problems in the air. Off Presley. Zetterlund takes a return from Mark Perry, but David Hanna was there first. Donnelly and Larsson. Henrik Larsson again. There's a nice ball up from Simon Donnelly, and Craig Burley fouled by Maurice Malpass, and this will be a booking because Craig Burley was going at a rate of knots towards Sieb Dijkstra's goal. It was a lightning move, this, by Celtic. Good skills by Burley, away from Pettersson, caught by Malpass. Yellow card for Maurice Malpass. Struck by Alan Stubbs. His one goal of the season so far was a spectacular one against Tyrol in Austria, but off target that time. Struck well enough, but tugged it wide of the goal. Phil O'Donnell will now come on for Celtic as a replacement for Andy Tom. There was a slight doubt about Tom's fitness for this match. Looks as if he's had a recurrence of the trouble, and now O'Donnell comes on in his place. Vikhorst to Burley. David Hanna is outside him. And further out still, Jackie McNamara. Trying to find a way past Mark Perry. One of the unsung heroes in the United team, Mark Perry. He's developed into a very competent defender. McNamara. Malpass first there. Craig Burley couldn't quite control the ball. Nor could United. Handed back possession to Celtic. O'Donnell! What a start for Phil O'Donnell! He's been on barely 60 seconds. And with 43 minutes gone at Tannadice, Celtic now have a 2-goal lead. Self-inflicted, this by United. The ball given away needlessly. Played in by McNamara. Phil O'Donnell first there. This is what O'Donnell is so good at. He read that well. Dijkstra had no chance. That puts a smile back on Phil O'Donnell's face. Tommy McLean looking a trifle concerned about things, and that may well be the understatement of the season. Olofsson to Perry. Now Craig Easton. Confidently cleared by Mark Reaper, and that's half-time. It's 2-0 Celtic. Simon Donnelly scored the first one, set up by Henrik Larsson, as confusion reigned between Presley and Dijkstra. And goal number 2 for Celtic coming from substitute Phil O'Donnell just a minute after he'd come onto the field as a substitute, played in by Jackie McNamara. And the performance and the domination over Dundee United is as convincing as the scoreline sounds. It's Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. Dundee United restart. 3 draws from 6 league games is all they've managed so far, and it doesn't look as if that record is about to improve. Stephen Presley underneath the goal clearance. Lofted forward by Burley. Perry for Markland. Nice turn. Presley with Skoldmark available. Markland just lost the ball under his feet for a moment, but then won it back. Skoldmark to Winters. That might run for Zetterlund, beaten by the bounce, and then too high from Mark Perry. But a brighter start to the second half for United. Zetterlund couldn't pull the ball down, and Perry couldn't keep it down. Yet again given away by United. Mark Perry that time. Hannah for Larsson. Very ambitious attempt with the back heel. The Malpass throw taken quickly to Kjell Olofsson. Taking route one. Kjell Olofsson, he's so good at that. He just gets the head down and goes for goal. He scored plenty of times last season in that very manner. Away from David Hannah and away from Reaper too. Power, pace, and then the shot. Pedersen hurried into the pass, straight to David Hannah. Simon Donnelly. Pedersen wins it back and gives it away again. David Hannah with McNamara outside him. Good effort that from the edge of the area by David Hannah. Caught at the second attempt by Sieb Dijkstra. It was pulled back off a Dundee United arm, and David Hannah's shot was troublesome. Now Zetterlund, Olofsson outside, Swigan in the middle. Early ball in, away from Alan Stubbs. Instructions there from Gould, certain to be just get rid of it. Good ball in from Olofsson, had to be dealt with. To a corner. Easton to Pedersen. In some room is Mark Perry. And tripped at the edge of the box by Mark Reaper. A clear free kick. The two number 5s clashing. Good skill that by Perry. Olofsson and Zetterlund over the ball. Hit by Kjell Olofsson. And United pull a goal back. Good finishing from Olofsson that. 15 minutes of the second half gone. And 3 goals in 3 games for Kjell Olofsson. The toe poke from Zetterlund, and the rest was up to Olofsson. Inside of the right foot, it was curling in at that far post. Alan Stubbs' header. Simon Donnelly goes chasing, but Mark Perry lets it run. Things beginning to happen now for United, linking some passes together. Now a good ball from Erik Pettersson to Kjell Olofsson. Only Robbie Winters in the middle at the moment. Craig Easton is getting there. And here's Skoldmark. Swigan's header, and Jonathan Gould collects. Not maybe the final ball into the box that United were looking for, but it was a well-built attack. And Craig Burley offside. The cross from Kjell Olofsson skimmed off a couple of heads to Magnus Skoldmark. He whipped it back across. Swigan's header, no real problem for Gould. Skoldmark to Easton. In from Presley, it's not a good one. David Hannah easily gets that away. Henrik Larsson takes possession away from Perry. It's a good ball for Craig Burley. This is interesting for Celtic. Simon Donnelly, but he's offside. Another speedy attacking move after possession given away. Well, was he offside? It doesn't look it. Swigan trying to work it on to Kjell Olofsson. Now Simon Donnelly in behind Stephen Presley. Presley getting back. Dijkstra off his line. was a chance for Simon Donnelly, but it was well defended. What Presley didn't want to do here was concede a penalty. And from Petty, header away by Stubbs. Lars Zetterlund. He was off balance when he struck the shot. And it sliced well wide of Jonathan Gould's goal. This was Donnelly against Presley, and composed defending and collected by Dijkstra. Flick from McSwiggan, and that's into row F from Tosh McKinlay. The head flick from Presley. Mark Petty's effort charged down. Kjell Olofsson's long throws always pose problems. The head flick from Presley and Petty's effort. Henrik Larsson, 1 minute at walking pace, and with a pass to start up another Celtic attack. And Josh McKinlay wins a corner off Andy McLaren. Taken quickly to Henrik Larsson. Craig Burley, well hit. Hooked it slightly wide. But he's been in good goal-scoring form from midfield for Celtic. And he got well behind that. Maurice Malpass trying to inject some urgency inside the last minute. Never known to give up, Malpass. Presley pushing forward. Mark Petty. Andy McLaren. Plenty tangerine shirts in the box to aim at. Presley tackled by Hanna. Back in from McSwiggan. Martin Reaper's clearance this time. And a clash there between McSwiggan and Donnelly. Kenny McSwiggan overreacting and a needless booking. Into stoppage time as Jonathan Gould launches that one downfield. Petty to Winters. Zetterlund, that's for McSwiggan to chase. Tom Boyd cleared. And away from Phil O'Donnell. United look to be heading towards their third 2-1 defeat on the trot, and still searching for that elusive league victory. That's full time. And a comfortable win for Celtic. Kjell Olofsson pulled the goal back for Dundee United in the second half, but Celtic were always firmly in control. Good performance, confidence showing by Celtic. The goals for them from Donnelly and from O'Donnell, and they head for Anfield on Tuesday in good heart at Tannadice. Dundee United 1, Celtic 2.
I think the first half we play very good, and the second half we get some problems. They put pressure on us, but I think the way they play and with the confidence and the attitude we played today was very good for us.
What changed in the second half? Because you looked very composed and very comfortable in the first half.
Yeah, some players looked a little bit tired in the second half, and then we get some problems.
Obviously, you'll have to make changes now for Liverpool, some enforced changes because Tom Boyd and Mark Reaper can't play.
Yeah, we need to change. Today some players went off the pitch, they had some injuries, so we have to wait and see after tomorrow who is really available for the next game.
When you were talking about players who maybe are a bit tired, maybe the likes of Henrik Larsson and Simon Donnelly have been doing so well together?
Yeah, they worked very hard today, and at the end they were very tired, so we have to take care with them for the next games.
Everybody keeps talking about Dundee United and the run we went on last season. That's history, that's a way out, that's put to bed now. That's what we're doing this season, and really the league table tells you that we're not doing well enough in 90 minutes. We're playing in fits and starts, I've spoke about it. We can look for excuses, which has been a heavy programme that we've been given with the fixtures coming out as they have. But I expect to get points against Celtic at Tannadice. I expect to get points against anybody at Tannadice. That's us lost 2 games at Tannadice against Kilmarnock, dropped a point to Hibs and dropped 3 again today to Celtic, so that's not good enough.
Every win is a good win, but especially if you watch a little bit towards the other results in the competition today.
And a good pointer towards Tuesday as well. Liverpool lost at West Ham today, so Celtic maybe take a bit of added encouragement.
You never know, it's always good when you win, you always get a little bit extra confidence, but we know it's going to be a tough game down there, and yeah, we have to score there, and, but it's going to be tough, but we're going to do our best.
What you presumably take from that first game is the knowledge that the Liverpool defence can be broken down, because you did it twice.
Yeah, I mean, every defence got its weaknesses, and I mean, I think that if we're lucky, we can score at least 1 goal anyway, and hope that we keep a clean sheet towards our goal.